me. I can't turn it off. Right. In the back, very back, with the sword up in the air.
I actually have several that I thought of. I'm going to go with Dr. Frankenfurter and Ridley from Metroid.
Like straight up, Frankenfurter is not a villain. He's too sexually confused to be a villain. If you think about it, he's not actually looking to do anything wrong. He just wants to have the perfect man and great shoes and tights, you know? And he wants amazing lingerie and the perfect man. That's not so bad. He didn't really hurt anybody to do it, except for Meatloaf, and I'm sure he deserved it. And then which one from Metroid?
Ridley, the big giant dragon.
I can't even remember what their purpose was.
Ridley had a grudge against Samus.
I remember they were the bosses. That's right, they were all space pirates, weren't they? She was in charge. But I forgot that they were all space pirates. I thought it was just all freaking like Mother Brain wanting to implant everybody with her eggs. Right, in the white jacket in the back.
Ricardio from Adventure Time, where his goal is to cut out the princess's heart and make out with it.
You know, for a prime time kids show, that's pretty dark. Wile E. Coyote is not the villain, he is the victim. The Roadrunner is the villain in that show. Just like I don't think Elmer Fudd is the villain. Bugs Bunny is the villain. Keep selling him and stuff. I mean, seriously, what kind of credit rating does he have to get frickin' anti-aircraft artillery cannons? You know, like you have to have like a frickin' 8 million beacon store to get frickin' anti-aircraft and cannons. I mean, he's got them on drop delivery too. It's not like, it's like Goku is the frickin' delivery man, just instant transmission. Here's your cannon, sir. Sign here. And what I want to know is what kind of market do they have for giant fly swatters? Seriously. If I could get one, hell yeah. But I've never found one that I could like, and that's one thing I want to do. I want to go to a rent fair and I want to dress as a Spanish Inquisition, like old school papal inquisitor. And I want to have like stakes for the vampires. And I want to have holy water for this. And torches for the heathens. And I want a giant fly swatter for the fairies. I just want to run around like chasing the fairies with a giant fly swatter like, you are an abomination in the name of God! Yeah, I don't remember what happens though. Oh God, that's right. What you got, sir? You know who's scary? Like, I will devour your soul scary? Joan Crawford. Like, anybody ever see Mommy Dearest? Oh my God. Oh my God. If you want to see a creep, I'm not talking like Hannibal Lecter, psycho creepy. Watch the movie Mommy Dearest. You, sir, in the blue shirt.
I'll get you, Gadget.
Yes, Dr. Claw.
Yes.
I don't think he was anything more than an arm and a voice box. I think his body had like decayed away. I think the villain was the cat, to tell you the truth. And the cat sitting there like clicking on a little keyboard telling the robot what to say. You know? Ventriloquist cat. You know, that's the thing, is like Dr. Claw, what was his job? Yeah, he wasn't actually ever trying to do anything except for kill Gadget. It's not like he was trying to do something bad that Gadget was getting in the way. It was just like, no, go kill Gadget. It's like, well, you never know what the history is. It's like an urban legend that in the very last episode of Inspector Gadget, you actually get to see what Claw looks like. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Gadget never even foiled him. It was Penny.
I saw the hat was on. Yeah, there you go. In the hat. Pink hat.
Queen Barrel's the hat.
I didn't hear it.
Queen Barrel.
Queen Barrel. Pathetic villain. I do agree. Pathetic villain.
Teddy bear.
Now, that's actually, that's perfect in our realm of pathetic 80s villains. Now, I'm sorry, but if you are plotting, if you hire a henchman to take over the world, and they decide that they're going to take over the world and do their evil plans through Avon schemes, hand in your villain card. Straight up. Yep. You got crazy ex-girlfriend, like, I'm going to blow up the planet to keep you from being with her. Dr. Evil? Now, it wasn't even Dr. Evil so much that was a villain in that. It was Mini-Me, I think. Mini-Me did more damage than Dr. Evil ever did, just in the scene where he was biting Austin Powers in the frickin' spacesuit. Now here's one, it's newer, I'm gonna throw it out. I love Me the Monarch. From Venture Brothers, I love the Monarch. And what was even better is when Henry Kissinger showed up with his magic murder bag. Do you know who Kissinger is? Tell us who he is.
He's famous former White House. He was
He was Nixon's campaign head. He's the guy that caused Watergate, basically. And it's his job. His job is to find pathetic villains and turn them into amazing villains. And he tried to do a Dr. Venture, but it's so awesome because he comes floating in like Mary Poppins. He's wearing a long trench coat. He's got the Gestapo glasses on. He looks like he's a freaking SS Nazi. And he's got his doctor's bag, but he comes floating in like Mary Poppins on an umbrella. And he's all like, I am Henry Kissinger, and this is my magic murder bag. Yes. Taught Brock Sampson how to do his taxes. What you got? Luke Cartman? I don't really consider him to be a victim, so much as a victim of his mother's coddling. If you want to talk about, I love Professor Chaos. I love Butters as Professor Chaos in South Park. Yep. Yes! We're going to, I don't want to destroy the world, I just want to litter everywhere. And then Robot Chicken, Ted Turner, the Captain Planet. He's like running around the 45. Protect the environment or I'll effing kill you. He's like, sir, if you sign this document, we're gonna save 45 billion gallons of oil from polluting. Like, sounds good. Blam! Captain Planet! He's coming in, he's like, what is that? Is that Ted Turner on a zip line? Oh god. In the yellow furry hat.
Plankton from SpongeBob.
To this day, I cannot figure out why SpongeBob is popular. I must not be doing enough drugs. That has to be it. That has to be it. Is that very odd things? Yeah, that's good.
Rocker, yes. And Dickie. Chasing berries? Come on.
Rocker.
Who remembers the G.I. Joe knockoff mask?
Yes,
More pathetic villains. They're just as pathetic as Cobra Commander. And all they wanted to do was take their helmets. That's all they wanted to do was take their helmets. As if all of their special powers were in the helmets. When they had flying cars with rocket launchers that would unfold out, I would be stealing his car. But he's like, I like their masks. You must bring me their masks. I'd run to Walmart and get him like a fucking Lego head mask, man. Here you go. Are you satisfied? Now can we go steal their armored cars? Tom and Jerry. I do. Jerry is a sadistic little bastard. That cat is merely performing nature. Hierarchy of needs. I have to eat. He's higher on the food chain. Legitimate. Jerry is a sadistic bastard.
His nephew's even worse.
You know who the villain is in the movie Home Alone? The little kid. Because you know what? If he just would have hidden his treehouse, let the guys come in and rob the crap out of the place, his parents would have made millions on their homeowner's insurance. In the lawsuit, exactly. That was a sadistic little kid, too. I haven't played that. Yes, no spoilers, please. It's still too new. I loved Dr. Zed in the first one.
Yes!
Then he shows up as Dr. Ned in the zombie expansion. In the backstory. And then you...
How did I skip?
Alright, we'll switch. We'll go to you and then back to you. Oh my god. Sleeping Beauty, yes. That is, Maleficent is my favorite Disney villain of all time. I was so happy when they put her in Kingdom Hearts because she was awesome in Kingdom Hearts. And my next favorite Disney villain is Chernabog. Who knows who Chernabog is? He's the demon on top of Bald Mountain. When it's daytime, he's rock, and then on Halloween, he materializes and spreads his wing. He's actually built into the mountain. Chernabog is actually a demon from Russian mythology. He was the Russian gatekeeper to hell, basically. And, but yeah, he rises out of the mountain, and he raises all the spirits from the grave, and they all come like swirling around him in the night on Bald Mountain from Fantasia. That's Chernabog. I've not heard from you. I haven't played 2, so I've only played 1. Now I have not played 2 yet, but I would not mind doing a Tron Organization 13 jacket. And then go to the rave and just spin in circles. What you got? That's outside of my room. I've only played the very first Kingdom Hearts game. That's so much work. I mean, you're a superhero, you change into your own supervillain to create havoc, just so you can change back into the hero and then clean it up. That's a lot of work. Actually, I will tell you, everybody here been to Craigslist? Alright, if you go to Craigslist, up at the top of the menu bar, there is a Hall of Fame and a Hall of Shame. In the Hall of Fame, there is an article of a dude that was looking for an arch nemesis. He's like, it was like a wanted ad, a wanted arch nemesis. He's like, I don't want somebody that's going to kill my family, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I want someone who's going to be my antithesis. I want somebody who's going to attempt to thwart my every move. When I'm going to work and I'm pulling into my parking spot, I want you to zoom into the parking spot ahead of me and take it, jump out of your car, wave your fist and cackle, and then run away. That was hilarious. So if you ever jump on Craigslist, go to the Hall of Fame, and just type in, they should give you a search queue because there's a number of them. Just type in Arch Nemesis and you'll find it. It's hilarious. Use it. See, you know what? The whole Portal thing, I think Aperture gets way too much recognition. Black Mesa is what started all that. I don't care what you say. Black Mesa is where they got their start. What you got, One Piece?
Zerg.
What's that?
Zerg.
Zerg? From, wait, there's two Zerg. Toy Story Zerg or StarCraft Zerg? Okay. StarCraft is so much cooler. I can't really consider them to be villains just because they're toys playing out their parts of what they think is villain. I did not see that. Alright, are you back together? You got your thing? Alright.
Virgil from Devil May Cry 3. Virgil from Devil May Cry 3.
He was a tragic villain. I always felt bad for Virgil. I'm in the process of playing the new Devil May Cry that just came out. The soundtrack is effing amazing. You know what? I'm not a big death metal fan. Like, I love the instrumentals, but when the singing is nothing but for 5 minutes long, I'm like, just shut up and let me hear the instrumentals. But like, it perfectly complements the play-action style they do with the Devil May Cry game. And a lot of people hated on it because it's like not the original. It's better than the original. They did an amazing reboot. I highly recommend getting it. Even if you don't like death metal, you will be like headbanging, killing hell minions while like just rocking out to death metal music. It's amazing. You sir, that. What's that from? I know the name. I know, but tell me more about it. Like, what? I know the name. It rings a bell, but I can't place from where. Which guy, sir? He said George Lucas. Alright, now if you want to see a hilarious video, get onto YouTube and look up the Star Wars I Used to Know. It is the most amazing parody of the Gautier song, and they've got it down to the T. Both the lyrics and the actual imagery in the video. But it's all about Anakin complaining about Star Wars from the fan point of view, and then George Lucas comes in and he complains about the fans complaining and why it's the way he wants it to be, and why, you know, because everybody's like, no, the new stuff sucks, we want the original stuff. And he's like, no, too late, I am George Lucas. And then the little like pincer alien mouth comes out.
There's a website called like Red Letter Media, and like it's very disturbing how they like to do like 5 hours, there's part episodes 1 through 3.
I'll tell you this, now that Disney's bought Star Wars, it's gonna get better, and it's gonna get good. I really have faith. I mean, look at where Marvel has gone in the short amount of time that Disney has taken over, exponentially better. I mean, they were going down like the dark path of story writing. It was soap operas for men. That's really like, I am your brother's father's mother's, you know, uncle's dog, and I was cloned by God over there with a unicycle, you know? It's like, it was ridiculous. And then Disney came along and it's recovering. In the green shirt, sir. That's a classic. It said Vicious from Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. You're excited, so I'm gonna say, okay, what you got? What's that? Oh God, I haven't played that in such a long time. Majora from Majora's Mask. What's that? I don't remember. It's been so long, I don't even remember. Alright, we're gonna do one more, and then we gotta call it quits. You, sir, Scott. I haven't heard from you all day.
Well, not too many people might remember this game, but in the Lunar series, Gallion.
From Lunar?
Yeah, from Lunar. This guy was like the ultimate guy. He tries to put you, saying, I used to know the hero though. I saw him basically lose his powers, and I told everyone he was dead. And then I want the reason why he lost his powers is because he's trying to help save his goddess who got turned into a human. Well, Gallion, one of the gods, turned back. Well, the problem is when he finally gets this girl to turn her back into a goddess, he then starts absorbing all her powers, so he can become like an evil god. It's amazing.
Any final thoughts?
Surprised the way you mentioned any game line are doing. So, like, my husband.
My husband, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, kill him, come back to life, kill him, come back to life. Yeah, first
Oh my god. Yes, actually, he brought up a really good point I have to tell you guys about. Who remembers the old Dungeons and Dragons cartoon? I forgot that existed until you just mentioned it. He just totally called it out. The Dungeon Master, the little old short midget guy, was the villain in that. He kidnapped a bunch of teenagers against their will, slapped them in this dangerous world, and then forced them to go on missions, or else he wouldn't let them go